This guy's like in a freaking cape. My career passion is to not be stabbed by a homeless guy, by Evan Winter, uncertified life coach. When you sit down to do your daily 1 hour personal career goal timeout focus affirmation session, what amps you to the max? What motivates and engages you to take it to the next level? I mean, we'd all like to imagine the possibility of prosperity for everyone, or at least everyone of our ethnicity with a similar educational background, but some people are winners, whereas others are merely honest. In the past, it was relevant for people to look at their professional arc a lot differently. What's your 5 year plan? What's your 10-year plan? What type of commute or living environment really meets your personal needs? What sort of retirement situation are you envisioning? And how would you like to see your defined benefit pension plan invested? Today, however, the good news is that none of these questions matter. Today, it is simply sufficient to ask yourself if you would or would rather not drink yourself to sleep on a vent every night. Nobody likes a 2 hour commute, but would you rather walk 17 blocks in the dead of winter for a cup of soup? Nobody appreciates an inability to visit the dentist, but would you rather get your teeth clubbed out by a disgruntled police officer? And the people on top, they wonder how they ever lost this plot to begin with. Why did we ever give anyone anything, they say? Why didn't we just ask them if they'd rather be stabbed by a homeless guy? I don't know what to say, but I do want to give him something. Thanks, pal. You got a smoke? No. Sorry, man. Take the streetcar to work? Yes. Hey, excuse me. All Strangers Are Entrepreneurs by Evan Winter. Hi! I noticed that you made eye contact with me for half a second, and then immediately regretted it. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm an a-hole. I'm disgusting. Do I want to talk to you because I sincerely cherish a genuine sense of community and goodwill towards men? Nope. I'm an absolute loser, bothering one stranger after another in an awkward revelation of my own failure. I'm looking for somebody to become my downline in a multi-level marketing scheme. I think you ought to change religions. I'm one of those charity people who used to wear an apron so people would know to avoid me. I want to ask you out to coffee. Rub your shoulders while the dirty sleeves of my jean jacket infect your pores. And then try to have sex with you before you realize that I'm unemployed. I'm that legitimately horrible and sad person that you could one day be like. The one a dumb story happened to, the one who got a DUI, and then they found weed in my car. Plus the money I stole from work. My family is dead and I have no friends and I am desperate for anybody to talk to, even though I have nothing to say and I know that nobody likes me. Or maybe you would like me, but you don't want to know. And I'm that weird, bitter a-hole who barks at cashiers and hits on waitresses and holds up the universe, but I am a human being and there's nothing I can do to make God stop loving me. Everywhere I go, I tell the few people who can barely stand me the exact same thing, that everyone is just way too uptight about talking to strangers. Even though I am exactly the reason that absolutely nobody wants to. Then I say chill out or some other extremely dated piece of slang that solidifies me as even more creepy. This is when you realize I am trying to look at your boobs or your shoes or that I don't even have the confidence to meet your eyeline. And some type of instinct dawns on you that says, hey, your shoelace is untied. Oh, thanks. I'm not sitting right next to somebody. Fine. Turn the headphones up and wait? Sure, why not? Yay! Here we are. Oh, I can't. Okay, what's going on? There isn't much to say about what I do for a living. We're just like everyone else. Do we work in marketing and finance, for the government, for the people, for good, for evil? Does it matter? No matter what, if we can make money off of it, and you ask us if we can do it, we say yes. If you ask us if what we do is effective, the middle managers who hired us, those whose job security depends on us having been effective, will tell you yes. If you ask us what we do is important, we'll point you in the direction of the media channel that makes a living off of reporting on our industry, and they will say yes. A lie that everybody can pay their mortgage with becomes the truth faster than you would believe. But in the end, we're really just a bunch of white people pushing piles of money around in circles, while reality occurs in parts unknown. We go to conferences, and the maids break their backs cleaning our hotel rooms. We eat at restaurants while the cooks trip and immolate each other in blistering oil. Janitors have heart attacks buffing floors on a graveyard shift for 30 years. And all of this, for what? networking, best practices, leadership. But we don't let anyone in that network, and we don't practice anything. And we don't lead anyone anywhere but someplace effed up, where we get paid and they get D. Then everyone goes home and does their job the same way anyways, doing exactly whatever some boss wants. So who are we, and what do we do here? We send emails. We go to meetings. We hope to one day get high enough to become invincible and to be rewarded even when we F everything up and everybody. Sometimes I think, could I go my whole career without doing a single useful material thing? Did a street sweeper eclipse my social utility the day he picked up a piece of gum? Alright, let's talk to this guy. He looks so smug. From Paula Young, senior partner, chairwoman, to all staff. My resignation, live for your dreams. Priority high. Dearest employees, it is with bittersweet mixture of joy and sadness that I must announce my divestment and resignation from the company, effective immediately. While I would have preferred to be available with help with the numerous surprise obstacles that this will prevent, the timing of my departure coincided with existing travel plans that could not have been changed without putting my elite passenger status on Air Canada at risk. When I began my career as an employee at an agency similar to ours over 15 years ago, things were much more difficult. All of my peers seemed to question my opinions, dismiss my ideas, and even make faces at me as if I was some kind of stupid idiot. For me, the meaning of this was clear. I was much more capable, creative, and out of the box than everyone around me. A true maverick. With the agreement of my husband and his financial support, I founded this organization. The point of this story is clear. You've got to live your values. You've got to choose the life that you want to live and make it happen, just like I did. I've often asked myself why all of you seem to be so stressed out and miserable, as if some horrifically ignorant force, obvious to its own recklessness, is compelling you to do things that don't make any sense. Someday, I hope you realize that you can do whatever you want. You just have to go for it. The next chapter in my life, for example, will be through a line of motivational handbags that I message deleted. Is there an extra stapler in here? I can't find my stapler. Sorry, man, I'm not touching any of this crap. This is Russell. He's like a less successful version of my brother, whereas my brother gets paid handsomely to do basically nothing and can hire all the lawyers and accountants in the world to defend it. Russell has mastered the limited middle-class version of this, being a psychopathic little S-head. He works from home so much that he doesn't even bother having a desk anymore. In fact, he really only shows up to the office to watch sports highlights on the plasma screen that we bought to facilitate better team collaboration. He's the kind of person whose enthusiasm is so facile and transparent that everything he says to you feels like an insult to your intelligence, assuming you have any. When it's all over and everyone who actually does anything has been completely outsourced, the Russells of the world will be the last men standing in the corporate megaverse. They'll be on the conference calls to their bosses in China, going on about how everything's great, just great, except for the following people who have really let them down. Yeah, they're just really not hitting it. They're not getting it. I'm just looking at this stuff and geez, I don't know. It's just not right. But what do you guys think? What's up, bro? Nothing, man. Hey, can you ask your brother if he's interested in that thing I told him about? What thing? Trust me, bro. He'll know what I mean. It's an amazing opportunity. Cool. I haven't seen him in a while, but I'll let him know. Alright. What's up? Let's go talk to this pretty little thing. Hey, message me. Alright. Messaging. Local. Logging in. Online. Sorry, it's just too early in the morning to have Natasha glaring at me. Sure. What's up? Nothing. What did you do all weekend? Did you go out? On Friday, yeah. I went to the Jackson right after work until 3 in the morning. Don't remember it and never meant to. Don't start. I'm starting. You live in downtown Toronto and have all the free time in the world, and you go to a sports bar in a chain hotel? Why are you even alive, smiley face? Jeez. I don't know. I'm not into the hipster BS. What's hipster BS? You mean cool and interesting places? Drinking is drinking. What's the difference? Between sales convention tourists and people your own age? Is that a serious question? And I am not a hipster, even if saying so proves it. No kidding. Your parents aren't nearly rich enough. If you hate money, I can help you with that. All I'm saying is that the worst thing about nice things are the people who can afford them. Nice things would be better off with you? I don't know. It's just sad. But you love being sad. It's cool to be sad. No, it isn't. It's just sad. Transcript, late night show in progress. Guest, Evan Winters. I mean, I'm a little surprised you aren't out there going out with all kinds of chicks. Well, for a long time, women really only hurt me. I mean, it wasn't their fault at all. It was really just the natural outcome of somebody who looks like me being interested in them. You weren't doing too well, huh? You have to understand what it does to a person to warp that emotion for so long. To turn something that is supposed to be beautiful into nothing but a signal of imminent misery. Well, we all know what that can be like. No, I actually don't think that we all do. Most people, they win some, they lose some, and it's all just some effing song on the radio. That's a lot different than knowing for certain that your love is something that is going to hurt people you care about, and that'll only hurt you too. Still, you gotta try. No. The only thing you've got to try is to never feel a goddamn thing for anybody, because you don't want to make them feel awkward, and you damn sure don't want their pity. So what do? Nothing, really. You try to be cool until you can't stand it anymore, and then you just stop talking to them. Boy, you're a real pal. Oh, I know. And believe me, realizing that you can either be a bad guy or a non-guy is the point where you just stop talking to women completely. Oh. So you stop talking to women you're attracted to completely? Well, sometimes you meet somebody and you just don't have a choice. Maybe all that pain just seems worth going through all over again. Maybe you think things will be different this time. No. You know better than that. You just, I don't know. I know it's really stupid, and I know it isn't even true. But I really, really love her. Well, we'll be right back after these messages with Evan Winter. The stupid liar. Thank you. Evan, sorry, what? Can you come to that meeting tomorrow? What? Oh. Sure. You're too funny. Tori, I tried to work. Please be quiet. I think she's... Yeah, Natasha. I think she's Russian. Oh, no, Evan. You don't worry. Okay. Oh. Evan. How are you doing? Hey, Natasha. How's it going? Okay. It's a great accent. Okay, talk to you later, I guess. Okay. Nobody knows much about Natasha. She can't really speak English. She does a bunch of our administrative work. She couldn't possibly make very much money. And she has a way of smiling at you that discourages any kind of follow-up question whatsoever. She looks like she's in her late 40s, but something tells me she might look a lot older than she actually is. It's not that she has some kind of hard-chiseled beauty, though. She just looks like she's been through more than she should have. And where they found her? Who knows? I'm going to talk to Tori first. And where's Jackie? Don't you have work to do? Where is Jackie? Jackie. From Roy Parsons, President and CEO, to sender. Vacation alert. Please note that I will be out of the office for this week, Monday through Thursday inclusive. If you're writing about the numerous large projects that have key deliverables due on Friday afternoon, please note that my calendar on Friday morning is limited due to networking, jog, and brunch. If you are a client, please rest assured that I will cursorily review your work 10 minutes before you are supposed to have it. Blame others for my total lack of context regarding what it even is, and ask that it be completely restarted and refinished in a matter of hours, regardless of the merit or necessity of my proposed improvements to it. I bought my job, and I am a clown. My bottom desk drawer, though, is a god-awful television pilot I wrote about how I'm a genius who brings magical finishing touch to all the work of a company who is overjoyed to bask in my creative glory, despite my near-continuous absence, my petulant childishness, and my total lack of solidarity with the people I'm supposed to be leading. There is a scene where a beautiful 22-year-old graphic design intern tells me how artistically inspired she was by the mixtape I gave her of all my favorite bands, including the one I used to play in. I seriously have no idea how effing retarded I am. Very truly, Roy Parsons, President, CEO, Chief Creative Officer, Ideas Guy. Okay. I'm gonna talk to Tori first. And where's Jackie? In here maybe? No. Oh, no, there's a room over here. There she is. That's gotta be Jackie, right? What's going on? Oh, I'm sorry. Patient transcript, Evan Winter. There's somebody I work with. She's sick. It's the kind of sick that doesn't quite get you on disability. It just F's with you dead in the middle of being able to have a job, but not be able to be any good at it. She misses a lot of work for medical appointments. Is that still what you're calling them? All I've ever seen is somebody wait for 2 hours, wait another 6 hours for a test, and then wait another 3 hours to find out it was inconclusive. Where's the medicine? Where's the appointment? You're upset about this. Most people are upset about this. No, I mean you're upset about it in a way that you usually aren't. You care about this person. And this story isn't noise. It's different. You were there. She was alone. I was around. Do you really feel that way about it? I wish I was in a situation where refusing to help somebody would have made me very bad. That doesn't make me very good. The last thing I want is to end up even more involved in it. Except now you know that it might matter if you aren't. I'm fine. I know. I'll be out later. Is there a meeting in here? I don't think so. I'll check. No, don't. I just need a minute. You should go. Oh. So maybe something there between the two. So that's Jackie. Oh God, the trash can. The well-informed and worthwhile opinions of that fill the trash cans of agencies around the world by Evan Winter. I like the idea of having statements that specifically talk about the impact of our product has on customers. But how are we really telling our brand story? This still image of an inanimate object really needs to have a stronger sense of movement throughout. This line of meaningless rhetoric in this thing that is fundamentally about absolutely nothing really isn't adding any value. I saw this thing last night in a movie and I loved it. One thing should be just as good. Because even though our budget is a 16th of what it took to create that, I can still remember at a time when it was only half. Okay, here's the deal. I don't like this thing. I don't have any real reason for disliking it. I dislike it the way that certain people don't like pickles or reggae. It's just idle preference. I didn't go to school for marketing or advertising or design or writing or anything like that. I just got a job at a corporation, and one day they decided to shelve me here because they figured at least there was a hard limit to how much damage I could do. Another possibility is that I'm actually very intelligent, but I'm the wrong gender or ethnicity, and I needed to be put somewhere prominent but ultimately harmless. Either way, I've either come to not care that my actions are devoid of any rationale, or even more dangerously, I believe that my intuitions represent some sort of natural capability. I've either always been like this and consequently started my own company because I was incapable of working for someone else, or it happened to me after being promoted to a level high enough that people just stopped bothering to disagree with you. So I'm just not sure about the blue. Work? Yes, let's work. Patient transcript, Evan Winter. You talk about depression, but it doesn't seem to affect your ability to work an 8-hour day. I treat people who can't even get out of bed. There's something about being around people who aren't messed up that makes me a different person, I guess. Maybe I feel like looking weak in front of normal people is the saddest thing that anyone could possibly do. So what changes when you leave? Well, there's nobody around, I guess. And what happens then? I don't know. I find myself at stupid places doing stupid things. Are you saying you have no memory of how you get there? No. I remember how, I just don't remember why. Did I save your game? Yes.